I invented dry bath when I was in grade 11. I was about 17 years old. And one of the biggest resources I had at the time was my cell phone. My whole company, my whole business, my business plans, my patent documents were written on that cell phone. There weren't a lot of avenues available to us young, aspiring entrepreneurs to really get involved and get recognition for our abilities. So after winning the Global Student Entrepreneurship Award last year, I found myself sitting and asking myself, how can I use this award to leverage social change and really achieve a lot for entrepreneurs like me? So I found myself sitting down thinking about how we've got different types of leagues. We've got soccer leagues, rugby leagues, and cricket leagues. And these leagues develop some of the best sports people there are in the world. But yet we don't have an entrepreneurship league. Even though everybody says we need entrepreneurship to create jobs, we need entrepreneurship to create social change. Ludwick, what problem are you trying to solve? I'm not necessarily trying to create more businessmen. What I'm actually trying to do with this league is create an entrepreneurial mindset. A mindset that sees problems in society and solves them. If they happen to do it for a profit, that's great for them. Our country is one where the marginalized in society tend to be raising job seekers rather than job makers. Most parents in my personal culture raise their kids to go and get a job, have the security of a salary, etc., and don't go off the beaten track. Don't go and try to change the world. I want to change that. So I've developed the Art of Business Challenge. It is the world's first entrepreneurship league. We can think of it as a mixture of Idols meets The Apprentice. What this league achieves is it appeals to an entertainment factor that is something that connects all youth from all different types of backgrounds and uses both offline and online resources to leverage the learning that these kids can get. The way the league works is there's two competitions. Youth from all around the country compete by hosting talent shows. So they have to go source their own venue, they have to go source their own resources, and they can charge an entrance fee and try and make money off the event itself. The other part of the league is the performance part, the art competition. This is where kids with different types of marketable talents, whether you're a musician or you're a magician or a dancer, you are going to perform at these talent shows and you get videotaped and those videos get put online, giving you more exposure for your talent, which is something that South Africa doesn't have. Now, how do we choose a winner? With the business competition side, we're looking at profitability, we're looking at how much attention you generated for your talent show event, and how well it went overall. With the artists, it all comes down to votes, baby. So the key question with any social changing game, it always comes down to what's going to compel the kids to participate. I mean, people who smoke cigarettes have always had resources available to them to stop smoking cigarettes. But just because they need to stop doing it doesn't mean they want to stop doing it. Now, how do I make these kids want to participate? Well, the research shows that we as human beings are extremely vain, even though we hate to admit it. The fact that your performance or your event gets global exposure, that's a hell of a lot being offered at the age of 15 to 18. Another big consideration is if you look at the Sunday Times brand survey, you'll see that the most highly rated job was CEO. So clearly everybody wants to be their own boss. I mean, who wouldn't? So another question is, why use talent shows? They're a great platform. They already exist. Most community structures use talent shows as a community building event, whether it be schools, churches, or general community centers. And it's something that's easy and manageable for the kids to do while vicariously learning the entrepreneurial skills they need to learn. And of course, we're in this to make money. Changing the world is just a part-time job. Now, where do we get the money? The league itself generates revenue from sponsorship, just like any other type of league. We've already started negotiations and completed them with a national sponsor who's willing to put up 25 million rand to have a title sponsorship. So it might be the ABSA Art of Business Challenge. Another major revenue stream we have is the CSI spend that's already available in the country. most CSI executives I've spoken to complain that there aren't innovative ways for them to spend their money, especially on the youth. The third revenue stream is from HR and recruiting. It's so much harder for Barloworld to recruit university students compared to, let's say, ABSA. I mean, when ABSA comes to your campus, you know who they are. When Barloworld comes to your campus, the first question is always, what do you guys do? Now that we've covered the money, let's think about the concept a little bit. It's online and offline. That's already going to lead to success. Now, if you're adopting it for a model like Mixit, and Mixit, which is already trying to avoid being eaten up by the likes of Facebook as smartphones proliferate, you have to create it as a platform where Mixit users can engage. So when I first started this league, the concept was, well, Mixit guys can just be the spectators. They can be the voters. Until Gina bit my head off the other night, saying, Ludwick, there has to be a game for the spectators. It has to also be online. So, after mulling it for the past 3 days and almost crying because I couldn't come up with a solution, this afternoon, while I was doing my laundry, it happened. It always happens like that. So, instead of them just voting, what if their votes were investment? What if you give them a virtual 1,000 Rand as soon as they join, and they get to vote, they get to invest in all the different individual groups that are competing? Groups from disadvantaged backgrounds are more high at risk for not hosting events. Therefore, if they do succeed, you get a higher return for your money. That's awesome. Then I added even more. So I one-upped you there, Gina. I said, okay, let's also charge the moolah for viewing the videos. Every time you view a video, you'll pay 10 moolah. That's 10 cents. You don't mind paying that. And that money goes to the performing artist. So they also get to make some money off this. So clearly, we've got a winning model here. Of the 3 million Mixit users, 1.8 million of them are my target customers. Mixit can also act as the service that we use to deliver the curriculum. This is a full-blown curriculum, not just a league, not just a competition. Therefore, we can take Mixit and stop it from becoming extinct over the next 10 years and bring it to a reality where it's the main social network for the next biggest league in the world. Thank you very much.